Hey, I'ma get right in my bag. Why you gonna try to get mad? Everybody wanna keep up. Don't you know I move too fast? I'ma zip right past. Drip all on my swag. Why you tryna size me up? You don't wanna try your luck. Coming alive. Now is the time. Don't try to hide. 'Cause I'm gonna harm you like an animal.
Welcome back everybody to another video on the evX channel. My name is Mickey and today we're talking once again about the new Inmotion V12 and specifically about the adjustable pedal hangers. Now if you're somebody who is a off-road rider, a technical rider, and maybe even sometimes a speed rider just cruising on the streets, it's really useful to have pedal hangers like this. So we're going to dive into that a bit today. But if you're looking for a very specific off-road experience and that really interests you about this unicycle, I have a video up here and also in the description down below where Law Laxi and I came here to New York City and we went all around the city showcasing just how much of an amazing technical wheel this is. But today we're going to showcase how messing with the pedal hangers is going to give you a really great experience when you're doing something that's a little bit less than just cruising around. And specifically we're going to mess with polo. So without further ado, let's polo.
Myself, they ain't put me on. But you crawl back if you hear that song. Another level, another level, another level. We ain't never settle, nah. Level up, watch me level up, watch me level up, watch me level up. Another level, another level, another level. We ain't never settle, nah. Level up, watch me level up, watch me level up, watch me.
Alright, so I'm going to show you now how you change the pedal hanger. You have three options. You've got like high, medium, and low. And I'm going to show you what you need. In general, I suggest you go out and get a very long, over 6 inches long, 4mm hex screw or Allen key if you can. I haven't looked that hard yet, but if I have a link for one, I'll put one down below. Otherwise, you're going to have to take the pedal off first. So if you can find a big one, you don't have to do these extra steps, but for me, I do have to take the pedal off first, and then I can adjust the pedal hanger. So I just have a hammer, and then I've just got like a fat Allen wrench to help me just knock the pin out. But on all Inmotion wheels, you have a set screw in the bottom here, so I'm just going to use my 4mm. So it's the same for the set screw and the screws to take the pedal hanger out. So we're just going to get this in. Now that that's loose, take that set screw out, and then we'll move on to the next step after we get the pedal off. So I'm going to put this down, and then all we got to do is bang this out. So that is out. And you have two little spacers. So in here, they're just going to drop. So I just let them drop, and then I take them out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 steel screws down here. These are what you have to get out, and these are what I'm going to use my 4mm Allen wrench for. So I like to just give it a little initial loosening with as much leverage as I can, then take them all out. Now the last one is out. So now we have this piece here, which is like really well designed, and hopefully you can see that there is a little nub right here, and this is what's going to sit in these registers. So if you can see down here, hopefully, there's a low, medium, and high register, and then there's the corresponding screw holes here. So for polo here, we're going to raise it up. We need a bit more of a carve. But if you're someone who likes long, deep carves, this is going to give it to you. And for polo, we need the ability to lean over pretty far. But I'm going to set this at the top. It kind of just slides right in the register there. And then put the screws back. Alright, so I'm going to show you that the stance is like in the high mode. So if you can look down here, similar to the V11 but not as much. You kind of have a bit of this Captain Morgan stance, I would call it. So this leg is fairly high. So if you're somebody newer who's learning to mount, you probably, if you're a newer rider, want to be on the lowest setting at first. It might help you, get to the wheel, but you can see just how far I have to go to get up. So that's just something to consider if you're using the high mode. But again, you technical riders out there, you're probably going to love the pedal clearance on the high mode. So I'm going to do some carving here in this little circle here in the middle of the polo court and show you just how deep you can go with the motor still engaged, and it's pretty impressive. So just doing this circle, I really got to get down super low. I'm a little dizzy. But check this out, come over here closer and you can see, I'll do it right here, just how low it can get, and the motor is still engaged, as you can tell. And that's tapping. I mean, that's a deep carve. So, oh, there we go, motor disengaged. So, that is really impressive. I think only recently did some other companies try to dabble in something like that with some firmware adjustments, but this is just native to this wheel. They let you get deep down. So if you're a big carver, whether you're playing polo like us here, or you're just carving in the city, this thing is gonna give you that deep carve that something like maybe the Nikola could never do. This is killer. Now what's great in polo, obviously, is one of the moves we do is you use the end of your mallet head to use it for stability to make a carve or a tight turn. It's even better now that we have such high clearance for polo. So I can use it for stability if I'm unsure. So a lot of you are probably wondering just how high each of the registers are for the pedal adjustment. So I'm going to list down below here exactly how far it is from ground to first register, second, and third. And to be honest, I don't know that you would really want to use the middle register. I mean, unless you're just really undecided and you're like, oh, maybe I'll just do a little bit of off-road here and there and a little bit of high speed here and there. That's probably where you're gonna land then, maybe, I guess, in the middle. But for me, I'm probably gonna keep it at the lowest register almost at all times. I actually find I am much more of a high-speed rider more often than I am doing technical stuff, but that's the benefit of this, is you guys get to pick and choose which is best for you and your riding style. I also want to shout out the sponsors of this video. That would be eWheels.com here in North America and eRides.com in the UK and Europe. If you go down to the links below in the description and make a purchase through that, it'll give me a bit of a kickback and help my channel immensely. But more importantly, you're going to get great service and a great product from either of these dealers. So in your respective country, find the link down below and go ahead and make that purchase, whether it's for the V12 or any electric vehicle that they sell. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, there are 7 more videos out there I've created about the Inmotion V12. I hope if this is your first time seeing polo, you're slowly having the gears turn. You're like, man, I gotta play that game, because I know we're addicted here too. So definitely give that a look. We're gonna have a full polo video eventually. So definitely go find the whole series here on my channel. You can go find any other video to dive a little bit deeper into all the aspects of the Inmotion V12. But anyways, this wraps it up for the video about the pedal adjustments of the pedal hanger on the Inmotion V12. I can't, I tapped. I wasn't gonna cheat like that. Nice! Slipped out there. Yeah!